Exercise is important for the farm and rancher community for so many reasons, but particularly it's a really active profession. Like, we're out there lifting heavy, odd objects all the time. Most of the time you're on your feet all day. You're required to get in kind of weird confined spaces sometimes, or wade through irrigation ditches. I mean, the job is just active in general. So if you're not physically fit to some point, you're just not gonna be able to do what your job requires of you. And quite often in the ranch community, there's usually one breadwinner who is required to do all these things. They don't just have one job where this guy only does cattle work, and this guy only does feed work. They're required to do everything, you know, cattle work, mechanics, irrigation, haying. They're expected to do everything, which means to be a jack of all trades, you need to be physically fit enough to do it. The only fitness that you're doing is on the ranch and picking up random odd objects without a base. That's gonna give you more of an opportunity to get hurt. So if I'm just like willy-nilly picking up a bag of grain, or maybe it's a calf or something, I'm more likely to blow out my back if I don't have a base that I'm building within the gym. Because in the gym, that's where we're building structure, like solid muscles, so that when you do something a little bit less tight or less thoughtful, you're less likely to just blow out your back at that moment, or maybe a shoulder, or whatever it is. You have all those muscles built outside of the farming and ranching to keep you healthy when you're actually doing your job. Farm, ranchers, ag community people would benefit the most from doing functional fitness movements. Being able to squat down or deadlift something off the ground. So deadlifts, odd object movements like heavy sandbags, or a clean, because we do so many from the ground to our shoulders to get into another, maybe it's a pickup or a trailer or a loft or something. The same goes with like a sumo deadlift high pull, being able to move something from the ground up to your shoulders. So if I were to give a farmer or a rancher some things to focus on in the gym, I would tell them to focus most on functional movements, something that you can relate in the gym back to the ranch.